Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all had a good week. I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of our podcast. We just finished our 4th annual Father-Daughter Fajr Club and it was an amazing turnout. And the only reason it was an amazing turnout because everyone that showed up gave back somehow, either by bringing in food or giving donations or even just by being a part of our community, showing up and interacting with each other. So I want to ask Brother Arif Patel the importance of giving back and how it's important to the success of our community.
Thanks, Onesa. I'm glad that you mentioned that we're recording this right after our 4th annual Father-Daughter Fajr Club at ISCJ. And again, it was just a great turnout. Every year it's a great turnout. And even though we shouldn't be surprised, we are surprised by the turnout.
Yes.
And, it is raining, it's cold, and the kids and the families have to get up early and make it a point to come out here together. And just the fact that they're all praying Fajr together, and we know there's barakah in that, and we know the hadiths about that too. It's just awesome to see that. And then it's awesome, afterwards, after we finished our prayer, Imam Shibli said a few good words for all of us to benefit from. And then afterwards, the participation, right? And I always talk about DDP, so I'll talk about the P part of participation. And we saw the multi-purpose room was just completely jam-packed.
Yes.
And the people that came out and helped, before Fajr and setting up the tables and the chairs and brought the food and, helping serve the people and paper products and just every little thing that you don't realize it takes to pull off such an event. And that's because everyone comes together, right? Again, it's just not simply just giving money, but it's participating and doing everything. We saw fathers and daughters and even sons and grandparents and aunts and uncles actually here today. And it's just good to see everyone get together, right? And we get the barakah of Fajr. Imam Shibli said a few words after Fajr Salah, and then we all went to the multi-purpose room. And it was standing room only. It was jam-packed. And everyone's smiling and having a good time and get, furthering the relationship and strengthening the bonds between, friends and fathers and daughters. And it's more than that, right? Because people actually taking ownership in this, right? And their participation. People came before Fajr to help set up tables and chairs and bring the food. And then people are serving the food. And then people are cleaning up afterwards. And that's really what makes a community. And that's just really awesome.
Yes. I totally agree with you, Brother Arif. Many individuals that are part of this community give back voluntarily, which has a long-term benefit to all of us. However, I want to gear towards something that is more obligatory on us, and that is giving Zakat. Recently in my Sunday school class, we discussed this topic, and many of my students asked how do we actually go about fulfilling this duty. So to answer the question, I want to ask you what ICJ has to offer for individuals that may want to give Zakat through our masjid.
So Zakat is very important, as we know. It's one of our 5 pillars, right? But from an ISCJ standpoint, something that we're proud of as a community and as a board member here serving on the board the past several years, we've made dramatic improvements in our Zakat process and disbursement. We're helping so many people locally. When I say locally in New Jersey, we have a lot of Muslim people. Right here, even just in South Brunswick, I'm not going to even talk about the urban cities in Newark and Trenton and New Brunswick, but we're working very closely with our other masajids and imams and leaders in those areas and those communities to making sure that how we can help them through Zakat disbursement. But also then we're helping a lot of fantastic local organizations too in New Jersey, right? Because they're doing a lot of things helping settling Syrian refugee families. We've talked about the Syrian refugee family in our area, but there's a lot of Syrian refugee families in Elizabeth and Patterson, and that we're helping through our Zakat. And there's also families and individuals, families that, someone lost their job, someone had a medical issue, so they can't work anymore. There might be domestic issues and so forth, and we try our best to help them. But we also take it one step further, I'll be very honest, is because it's more than money that we have to do to help the people. We try to empower them, and I really want to thank our Zakat coordinators and Zakat committee team for the past 2-3 years, ever since we started this initiative with the Zakat coordinator in particular, where we're trying to empower them and see how we can give them skills and then also point them to other resources that are available at the local level, county level, state level, and federal level. So that way they can empower themselves and help themselves into a better situation too. So that's really important. And really what I'm asking the community here is I want you guys, people listening to this, you can trust ISCJ with your zakat. We do. It's a very transparent process, and we're helping those truly in need. We do verifications, and I feel that we are definitely making a difference. We get testimonials, we get thank you cards from our zakat recipients, and we put out this newsletter. And I'll be honest, it's not enough actually. We need to help them even more. So the more you people can contribute and allocate your zakat to ISCJ, we'll make sure that it gets into the right individuals' hands and the right organizations, credible, reliable, with limited or no overhead organizations right here in New Jersey. And then obviously we also help overseas with the humanitarian efforts. Again, we know what's going on all over the world, whether it's Aleppo and other regions of the world, and people and where there are Muslim brothers and sisters where they need our help, we're doing our best to help them. So please continue to help where you can.
Mashallah, that's amazing. The last thing I want to ask you about is the ICJ app. Yes, guys, we have an app, something that everyone can benefit from, and it's amazing because all of us are constantly on our phone, and now we have an app that you can also keep on your phone and stay up to date with us. I know we have currently it's in a beta version, so and I've actually played around with it a little bit, and it's pretty cool. Everything is right there in front of you. So Brother Arif, can you tell our audience a little bit about this app in the making?
Yeah, the app. So we haven't officially launched it into a wide mainstream production yet because we're still working out some of the bugs and the kinks. So it is in beta, but the beta version is really awesome, and I'm gonna brag about it. I really want to thank one of our community members, Brother Shah, who has taken his own time to develop it and his own resources. So just for the benefit of the community, the people that are listening and part of ISCJ here. And it's just really awesome. It's very user-friendly, intuitive, and there's going to be an aspect of a community aspect where people can engage and talk to each other too in an easy, simple way in the app too. So look for a rollout in the first quarter. I want to say January 2017. We just want to fine-tune a few things before we take it live, but it's going to be just very relevant. It's going to be useful. It's going to be dynamic, and you're going to be able to get information very easily, and you're going to be also able to make donations really easily also. I always got to DDP, the D for dua and the D for donation. So you'll be able to make donations also, but also the other D duas, there's actually a tab there where you get to read a different dua every single day from the app. So really, I'm really excited, and as you said, Onesa, more and more people are doing everything from the phone, and if we can do this app and launch it, I think this is going to be the next step of making ISCJ even more dynamic.
That's great. I mean, because I know there's so many events that are happening, so it'll help all of us keep up to date and see what's happening so we can spend our time wisely in the masjid. The question about the app that I want to know, because I'm a Apple person, is will it be available to us?
Yes, for all you Apple users out there. I don't know why you guys are all on Apple, but anyway, as an Android fan here, but we will definitely have both an Apple version and an Android version. Both will be available in the respective app stores. That is 100%. I can confirm and guarantee that.
Alhamdulillah. I believe that's all we have for today. Inshallah, I hope you all benefited from our little chit chat, and next week we'll have some more updates and what we're up to. Please donate and spend your time in the masjid and be a part of our community.
So Nasa, I'm gonna, like I always say this, I always gotta pitch. I always gotta pitch in my DDP. You know that, right?
Yes.
The D for dua, the D for donations, and P for participation. DDP. So everyone, regardless whether you're part of ISCJ or another masajid in this area or wherever you're listening this in the world or in the country, remember it's all it resonates with everyone. The D for dua, the D for donate, and the P for participation. And that's for Muslim and non-Muslim causes and organizations and initiatives. So please do that. As for ISCJ, I'm going to plug the D, the donations. It's year end. You got to take the tax break, everyone. So make sure you guys donate as much as you can, whatever you're capable. Allah will put barakah in that, whether it's $1, $1,000, $1 million, whatever it is. We're definitely going to put it to good use. The money is not wasted. And particularly for the masjid expansion, we got to wrap up the musalla campaign that we launched in Ramadan, everyone. We sold so many musallas, right? So we're down to we need about 75 more musallas sold, and we're going to finish this project or this initiative. And so it's $500 a piece. So you can make this donation online. You could come to the office, mail the check to ISCJ. You can find the information on the website. But if everyone just, again, we need about 75 more at $500. That's our Musalla campaign that we started in Ramadan. So please see what you can do. And again, it's the year end. Get the tax write-off. Take the tax benefit, inshallah. And again, everyone enjoy the holiday break with the families. I know a lot of people are off traveling, but you want to spend time with your family, your friends, and quality time. And always remember Allah when in your gatherings, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Thank you, Brother Arif, for your time, and thank everyone for listening in. I hope you'll have a good winter break. Stay warm, stay safe, and assalamu alaikum.